If you are looking for an easy way to share multiple events with your customers, clients, or followers in one go, you are in the right place. I want to talk to you guys today about subscription calendars via Advent and why it is so great and handy to use to share your events. So basically, first things first, maybe wondering what a subscription calendar is, and then also like, how do I use it? How do I share it? Like, what do I do with it, right? So the first thing is basically what a subscription calendar does is it allows you to share multiple events and have your followers basically click follow this calendar and add it into their own personal calendars, whether that be Google, Apple, Yahoo, Outlook, what have you. And basically, it's going to create a sync between your ad event calendar and their personal calendars. And then anytime you add a new event or change an event on your ad event calendar, that's going to reflect in their personal calendars as well. So it's really, really helpful if you have a series of events that are ongoing. If you have weekly webinars, if you are, a school sports team and you want to share calendars, or if you're a school and you want to share, the school holidays, if you're a company and you want to share important marketing and events with your team or your clients, a ton of use cases that you can use subscription calendars for. And so I just want to quickly show you guys how to create one and then how to share it. So first things first, we are looking at Advent's dashboard right now. So let's jump on in. I've set up a couple example calendars that we can take a look at, and I think it'll help make a little bit more sense. So in Advent, like I said, on the left-hand side, I've created a couple of example calendars. Creating calendars are really simple. You'll just hit this big create button on the top right corner and hit calendar. Then go ahead and enter any of your calendar details, the name of the calendar, the description of the calendar, the time zone, if you want to add an image, all that good stuff. Let's jump in and look at an example calendar that I've set up so that we can see why you might want to use a subscription calendar. So one example is if you are a company and you want to share all of your marketing events and your sales events and your birthdays and your anniversaries and all that good stuff with your employees, then you could have a company calendar that people would want to subscribe to. So I've set up an example one here. We can see, let's just say Courtney's birthday was this Wednesday. We've got a sales event next week, a marketing event the following Thursday. We've got a conference for the week of the 22nd. During that conference, we're going to have a big product launch. We're going to have a big VIP customer dinner, all that good stuff. So if I click into the company calendar landing page and go ahead and see the upcoming events list, I, as an employee, would go ahead and follow that calendar. We've got a bunch of different calendars that we support. I personally use Google Calendar. So if I were to open this, I would basically follow the calendar and add it to my personal or my work company calendar. So if I click Google, it's going to show me the steps to add it. Right now, Google's currently having an issue with its subscription calendar, so we've got a little workaround here. But maybe by the time you're watching this, it has been resolved and it will just open up your Google Calendar and add it for you. But since there is a little workaround right now, I want to show you guys how to do that. We'll copy the calendar feed. I'm going to jump into my Google Calendar, click the add other calendars plus button, and go ahead and grab from URL and click on that. And then just paste that URL that we grabbed from that previous Advent page and add the calendar. Once you've done that, it will go ahead and add that company calendar as a other calendar, which is, a subscription calendar, quote unquote. So if I go to month view, I can see, okay, cool, Courtney's birthday is on my calendar, the sales event, the marketing webinar, the customer conference, all that good stuff. And so for your employees, for your end users, for your customers, for your clients, whomever it might be, it's so much easier and so much lower touch to get all of those events on their calendar. So you've taken out so many points of friction for them there. So just jumping back into the dashboard, let's go ahead and really quickly create our own example calendar. Let's just say that I am a optimization coach. So I'm going to call this Marissa's coaching calendar and basically add your description. So for all coaching events, please subscribe to my calendar. I'll set my time zone, and we do have different templates that you can create. If you have access to those, you could set that up here for your calendar landing page, but we can for now just leave it as create calendar. Also, if, for example, you're a coach and you want to collect subscriber information so you know who subscribed to your calendar, you can go ahead and set that up here as well. That's what this calendar subscribers is, and say, I'd like to know. You can collect their name, their email, and you can add additional fields. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and just hit save. And let's go ahead and put a few events on that coaching calendar. So really quickly, I'm going to create events. And I have, if I'm a coach in this example, maybe I have a weekly office hours from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock on Wednesdays. I'm going to do this and create a bunch at once. So I'm going to use an event series and have it occur every Wednesday from September 10th to October 10th. Great. And go ahead and create that. So now when we go into the dashboard, we can see my coaching calendars. Let me uncheck the company calendar. We can see, oops, I put that on the wrong calendar. Silly me. Let me just adjust that really quickly. Edit. And that is going to live on the where it says coaching calendar, not the company calendar. And we are going to update all events, not just this one. Cool. So back to that. Let me uncheck that company. Oops, uncheck that company calendar. And now we have all my weekly office hours. Maybe I also have, one Friday a month, I have guest speaker. So I'm going to add that guest speaker. Again, now if I want to share this, I have a couple different options. I can share the landing page, which is, this link right here that we just clicked on. I can grab follow calendar links to put into email, so I can just copy the code right here, paste that into my email marketing tool, whether that be HubSpot or MailChimp or whatever. You can also, change the style of what you want those buttons to look like. But for now, I'm just going to keep going down. You can also add the follow calendar button. So if you have like a company intranet, if you are a school, if you have the coach, if you're a coach and you have your own coaching portal, you can add just a follow calendar button so that people can quickly follow it from within, wherever they are on your website. Direct links are basically if you want to just grab, if you know they are only using Apple or Google or whatever. And you can also embed your calendar. So again, on that company intranet, on the school website, on my coaching website, I can embed my calendar and give people the ability to subscribe and follow my calendar from there. Or you can grab an embeddable events list where you can, again, have it display those upcoming events, embed that onto your website, your landing page, your intranet, what have you, and give people the ability to follow that calendar. So let's quickly just follow my calendar. And before I can do so, since I collect subscriber information, I have to put my information here. So let's just do marketing at event.com. And we are going to register to follow that calendar. Once I've registered, now I can go ahead and grab the follow calendar button and grab the URL for that. Go ahead and copy that. Again, we're going to jump back into my Google Calendar, import that calendar from URL, add the calendar, and then go ahead and see. And I'm in August by accident. There we go. And now I can see my weekly office hours and the guest speaker. So that is subscription calendars. I hope that is helpful for everybody. Again, they are so, so great. There's so many use cases for them. Coaches, not just sporting coaches, but professional coaches as well, marketers, companies, HR, schools, you name it, truly. So if you have any questions, you can always check out our help center. We have a ton of help docs available. And if you have further questions, of course, we do have a great, amazing support team that you can contact at support@adevent.com. And if not, we hope this was helpful, and give us a follow on YouTube for more videos just like this. Thanks so much and have a great day.